You guys need to get closer. You have to go closer. You're gonna have to kick like off. Like he's gonna have to go behind your leg. Sure.
You go in front of my leg then, because you can go higher.
The face of confusion.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, this is gonna end really bad.
I like this.
One shot. One shot. I knew that move was one shot.
I struggle. It's not my fault. I mean, it is, but like.
Grab a piece of food from him and then spook him so he drops the bread and just use it as bait.
Are those are French bulldogs? There's a bird barking at pigeons.
Where'd it go?
What is a tourist?
Patience. Just put it like a foot in front of you and wait for him to come to you.
We got pigeons.
Look at how she's walking.
You got this, Nat.
Hours of fun.
They're also just walking faster away from her.
3 ounce for here. Scoring category.
It's like, nope.
Color.
I don't like how close it's getting to me. Natalie.
One pigeon.
We just got like
Okay, you should be able to get a glimpse at it after this building.
That way.
It's because I can't see when I'm that far away.
No.
You can't see what's yeah, no, you're not gonna see it now.
What? No, it'll come.
No, it'll come.
Okay,
Everybody stay positive. It's coming, I'm sure of it. Right after this building, you'll see it.
No, I think it's.
Just come sit on
It's
this
right
side.
there. It's to your other window. I told you guys on the other side. I literally was like, it's on the other side of us.
I don't know how I got over there.
Look at Jesse. Look at Jesse.
Oh my goodness!
That guy. I don't know if I'm brave.
I
No, I'm not gonna do that.
no, I will cry. There's birds. Hi. Oh my god, that one's so fat.
It's on her head. No.
It's on her head.
Somebody's getting a picture of this.
Oh yes.
This gentleman's probably going after money.
Like, will somebody? Yeah. Yeah.
Ew!
I don't think. Can you see it? Ew. Yeah, I don't think I have skin cancer.
You have a freckle on your leg.
Oh man. Freckles are kind of cute. I'm gonna be real. Like this one on my hand, I dig it. I don't really know why, but like I think it's cute.
I've had a freckle on my ankle my whole life, and
Yes,
I've always been so
me too.
proud of it. It's like perfectly
Alright,
centered.
mine on my leg.
Yeah. Always felt like I was
funny.
wearing an anklet as a child.
That's so funny. See, I like this one.
I like how Bailey does it perfectly.
Oh, baby, no. Hey, it's only a black hole.
Where does this?
Oh, that slide had a drop.
That was really easy for me.
Can't breathe.
Carly, it's a video.
Zay's trying to help me with the Polaroid castle, but the idea is there. What are you trying to do? I'm good at Polaroid.
For the Lord knows
I don't know, you know.
Titus, what you doing?
I'm squeezing out the lemon zest.
Lemon?
Wait, was that planned?
Oh.
I thought they planned that.
No, it wasn't planned.
Bravo!
Do not, I repeat, do not
I'm gonna
lean
fall
that way. I swear, if
fell.
you get hurt, it is Megan's
I
fault.
felt like
What? It is not my fault.
Correction.
except that.
It would be your fault.
No.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. You caught, pause, stop, fell back. What just happened?
Ow, my back hurts so bad.
Dude. Oh my gosh.
This is a remake. This is a cover. It is.
I'm missing a lot down here. I can't see.
Just casually has a 2-liter thing
I'm
of
missing a
tea.
lot. I can't see.
And then on top of
I
it,
need to take a drink.
we have a 1.5. This was so full. Literally, she opened it here.
I have a problem.
What's the problem?
I have a problem.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything will be alright if you keep me next to you. I'm gonna drop this. We're in Switzerland at a Shell station. We're only gonna be here for like 5 minutes, but we're in Switzerland. What's up? Sent home. Going right now. What the heck? What the actual heck? It's a Lino Tower pizza. What's up?
Filipino Orleschi's dome in Florence. He's chilling. Listen to some guy playing the accordion. Yeah, I bought these new sunglasses. $15. Pretty nice. Get a picture of
Yo, we just didn't character drawing of all of us.
Oh, she just gave me a
Okay, now follow me. One. No, emotion. One, two, three, four.
I can't do that.
Hey, don't do this. Because this is my show, not your show. Look at the floor. Oh, like so much your. Look at the floor. Come more over here.
I don't bend that way.
Sorry, I don't understand you.
There's a pillow in your face. It's a good time. I'm trying to go down. I love it so hard. I'm gonna pee myself. Do not pee. I couldn't get control. We both get photographed. I felt like okay. Oh man, how do kids do this for so long? What's happening?
We're on a very wet boat in Venice, and it's raining.
It's actually pouring, but look at this view. I don't want to die. It's beautiful. Carly, what you want?
I want to get inside this jail cell. You want to go to jail?
Oh god. So Megan, where are we right now? We're in the tunnel of Sound of Music. We're about to skip down it. What's up? What's up? Anyways.
Newton's cradle, you know.
Oh, look at that little nerd. She's so cute. I can't handle that. She's so dweeby. Oh my goodness, I just want to hug her to death. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. I nannied her literally.
Is she so cute?
She is so cute.
I'm home in 24 hours. Don't ruin my excitement, Amy.
36.
Apparently it's 36.
Hello. I'm gonna wear these pants because I don't want to stretch these out, so I'm gonna wear them tomorrow.
I don't have anywhere to go.
Okay, we'll try to fly, Carly.
I'm gonna make a big kerfuffle on the ground.
How do you do this, Megan? How do you do this, Megan?
She's teaching me how to fly right now, Amy.
I can only teach one how to fly and one how to download YouTube videos at a time.
Oh, hey.
I ate so much Nutella, I gave myself a bellyache. You kind of looked like Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon when you did that. She is going crazy. Amy, send help. Do you see what is happening?
Carly has too much energy. Like,
I ate so much Nutella and I gave myself a bellyache.
and apparently I should have life for you guys is like.
No, literally every single roommate I've had has fallen off their bed at some point.
Okay, but the thing is,
I have not.
I don't eat sugar. Oh my.
Why are you crawling on the ground?
I'm just getting cultured.
This is my dining room, and this is my living room, and that's a big box for me, and I'm running around because I'm too excited, and that's all my suitcase stuff is. Over here, that doesn't matter. My front door and my stairs, and I'm so excited to be home. Pure silence, house to myself. It's gonna be a good freaking time. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm going crazy because I haven't slept in so long, but I'm home. So, update. What's up? I'm home! I got in last night from being in Europe for 2 months, and I'm really sorry that this lighting is trash. Anyways, I got back in last night around like 8 o'clock. I got home, and I just wanted to not give a summary because I'm not gonna sit here and be like, we did this and we did that and we did this. But I guess it's just a reflection, I want to say, and I really just want it to be either written down or verbally processed. And I think verbally processed because I think I'm gonna just compile all of the videos that I took and throw them up on my YouTube channel that nobody watches except me and Kaylee. Anyway, so we got back last night and it was a long travel day. But I don't know, there was something very pure about the trip in general. I was with these amazing people who love God and just decided to sign up for a trip and go with basically 17 strangers, and we had 18 total, and live in community with them, literally live in community. For 5 weeks we were living in a chateau in France. Chateau is a castle, by the way, if you didn't know. And we saw Europe and we saw so many incredible things, and there was a time, I think we were in Rome. I think it was in Rome. Yeah. We were at the Roman Forum, which is basically like Roman ruins, basically, of like Julius Caesar time period. And things are still standing there from then, which is insane. And I looked around. We were listening to this podcast, and I paused it, and I just looked, and the Colosseum was behind us, and you like looked out, and like the whole Roman Forum was just like there. And I was like, what is God? Like, we are surrounded by beautiful evidence of God's true nature and his character and his love for his people and his love for his world. And I realized that standing in that forum, and it was such a long day, I was cranky, I was tired, I realized I was like, this has nothing to do with me. This trip has nothing to do with me. Although we've been very us focused, and we went and saw these incredible things, and we went shopping, and we ate amazing food, and we did all these crazy things. At the end of the day, we were a community together, living together, reading God's word. We were talking about theological discussions all the time. Like, van rides weren't just like normal van rides where you just like listen to like Ariana Grande and Taylor Swift, which we did have those days, but they were like some people would talk about theological ideas and bring up these like crazy stories of like how God's worked in their lives and all this thing. And I just sat there and I just realized, like, God is so good, and I know that it's so cheesy, and it's so cheesy for somebody to go traveling and then come back and be like, I love a whole new world view. But I see why people travel. I see why people go out and do these incredible things. I understand now why, people have like the bug to go travel all the time. I get that. Like, I would love to go back out and travel the world. Will I? I have no idea. But I don't know. It was so incredible. And after Rome, a few days after Rome, we had the opportunity to work with some kids in Slovenia and work with a missionary couple. And that on top, like, it was kind of like the cherry on top of our trip. Like, we all, for the most part, all of us work in ministry. So we were missing our kids, and we were missing our ministries, and we were missing our people. And the leg of the trip was like getting to an end. It was like our last week, and we were all so tired and just drained and ready to be back home and back to like normalness, that almost the chaos and the not structured idea of doing like a slight youth ministry thing. All of us were so pumped to just like lend a helping hand. And I think that it not only shows the character, not for myself, I'm not talking about myself, but the character of the people that I went on this trip with. For so many of them, that was their favorite day, and they loved it. They were on a high afterwards. We all were just like glowing and like beaming because we got to like talk to kids and like all this kind of stuff. And it wasn't even like Jesus related, like they were missionaries, but we were just teaching them English. We weren't, because we went into a school, we're not allowed to talk about religion, but we were able to just like be with kids and like have this amazing time with a whole bunch of like different age kids. Like I started with first graders and ended with ninth graders. So like we saw so many, and all of these people, I just looked out and I was like, they aren't cranky, they aren't complaining, they're not saying that it's too hot, they're not saying that they're too tired, they are just happy to be serving. And I think that just says so much. Like, I wish I could just go down the line and explain to you what I love about each and every person, but I'm not going to, because that would be kind of weird. But that, for me, I think just accompanies the people who I was with. They just wanted to help, and they wanted to show God's love to our younger generation that's coming up. And I think we are missing that in our world. Sadly, I think we need people like the people I went on this trip with to change whatever you want to change in the world. Whether you think the world is perfect and you want to keep it the same, or whether you want to change one thing or 10 things or 100 things, these are the people that you need to do it with. They're incredible. They have so much character and so much integrity and so much love for just people in general. And I don't know, I feel very refreshed, and I'm so happy to be home, don't get me wrong. But it was weird not waking up and having 17 other people with you, you know? But anyway, the trip was amazing. we got to see so many cool things and so many things that movies were made after, and so many things that, you know, Jesus walked the streets of, or Paul walked the streets of, or here is a grave where like Peter was, or like whatever. Like they were, it was incredible just to see the history and the Bible of it and the theology of it and the mind of it, and it was incredible. If you guys ever have the chance to do a study abroad, especially with a Bible college or with just good people, do it. If you have the opportunity and you have the money and you want to go. I really questioned it before I left. You can ask almost any single person that I talked to. I wasn't really gung-ho about going before I left. But now, being there and having done it, I would do it again in a heartbeat. So, anyway, I have zero idea what my life looks like from here on out. But if I could tell you one thing, is to just trust God and just go with him. And I was questioning that before I left, and I understand now why he sent me. So I really hope that I don't come across as bragging or as arrogant in this form at all. I don't know. I'm very excited, very happy. I feel God everywhere I go now. I feel closer to him than I ever have. I feel more myself than I have almost in probably a year and a half. And that's refreshing to me, and that's inspiring to me, and that is motivating me to just get up and like do life. So I'm gonna go finish doing laundry and unpacking and organizing my whole entire life. And I will see you guys soon if I post this on YouTube videos. But anyway, bye.